All right, so I wanted to make a little video on these apartments behind me because these just got built maybe last year or the year before. Also, shout out to my brother's baby mom, Melissa, and my niece Anastasia and Tiana. They used to live right here in these apartments in a duplex. There was a duplex. It was a duplex, had a backyard. It actually was pretty nice, pretty decent. They tore it down though, built this. The reason they tore it down is because all of the homeless people were migrating and coming from North Temple down here to cut through the other side to the homeless shelter. So the people who lived there, I can imagine, and I remember when we lived here, the dog was always chasing homeless people. I can only imagine the people who lived there, if you're trying to raise a family, wanting to get up out of there. So now what they did is they built an apartment complex right here. But it's crazy. You think that this new apartment complex downtown got 19 going on, right? But most of the people who they let stay at the shelter, you can get that are getting housing, come stay here, or single mothers who apply for housing, or single mothers who go stay at the shelter to get housing. Which I see sometimes women trying to make fun of other women because they had to go stay at the shelter. But most women are either doing extracurricular activity, breaking the law to make money to survive, or they're having to depend on a man or stay with family and other things like that. If you gotta go stay at the shelter for you to be independent and take care of yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. I say that because my mom was strung out on drugs, got clean, went and stayed at the shelter, and got us a nice 3-bedroom house in West Valley and made our life normal. And she sacrificed herself and went and stayed at the shelter. But she could have sat there and acted bougie and acted how y'all be acting and left her kids without a house. So y'all need to step up to y'all kids with acting right. But if you do, you may get an apartment like this. You're gonna get in a new apartment. But now you're dealing with the same things going on, homeless people outside your building. But now here's another kicker though. This is where the days really are planning, right? They put single mothers here that are on welfare that had to stay at the shelter and their kids in the apartments, right? They grow up here, right? With these crackheads outside, right? Their mom is maybe on drugs. Their financial situation is bad. They're putting them right back in the trap. They don't call it the trap because it's a word, it's a motherfucking trap. And now they're trying to do it again. All over again, guys, by building this apartment building, putting low income people on housing in there, and they act like they're doing a good deed. But it's all really lining their pockets, making the land cheaper, buying it cheap, giving it to low income housing because housing is guaranteed money. Don't let these Mormons fool you and make you think that they're doing nice deeds. They don't pay zero taxes for all these good deeds that they're doing. I could stand here and talk to you guys about a bunch of stuff for like 20 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right there, y'all. You guys go follow me on all the platforms. TikTok, my TikTok's been going up. Subscribe to my YouTube. I got to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost to 500. Y'all keep the movement for me. Put Lynn and Giovanni in the algorithm, y'all.